I'm Lauren and I run a small salon called the Dog Groomery. Before I started working with Bill, my business was quite challenging. It was very new, it was very small. I had not the best setup and just needed to work on a lot of things. My mindset was very poor and my pricing was very poor, leading to a lot of frustration and burnout in my business. I joined the Pet Groomer program because I was really struggling to scale my business. I wasn't making a lot of money doing the dogs I was doing due to pricing, and then I was struggling to reach a further customer base and just generally grow and scale my business. So since I joined Bill's program, we've had lots of results in the business, mostly being that our annual turnover has gone up a lot, meaning we've been able to move to a bigger premises, I've been able to reach more customers. But the biggest change has been in my mindset towards my business and towards my pricing and how that runs. What I found about the Pet Groomer program to be the most beneficial is the community of people that are all working towards similar goals, and you're able to share their wins, celebrate yours, but also as a sounding board. So when things aren't quite going right or you need advice on something, there's generally someone that's been in a similar position or can give you a bit of advice that maybe you haven't thought about outside of your business. Everyone just kind of gets it. They get that what we're doing is very different to what the majority of dog groomers are doing. So as much as I really like my dog groomer friend down the road, we're in two very different places with our business. And I might ask her for advice. I might ask her for advice like where to go for dinner and value her opinion on that. But when it comes to business, we're just in two very different places. The course is definitely worth the price. I will admit I had sticker shock. When I first heard the price, I was very concerned on how am I going to afford this? My business is very small. It's not really growing. And I have earned way more money than the course has cost me in the first 12 months at least. I often recommend it to people, and I think you need to look at it as an investment in your business, not as this is just an additional bill I've got to pay every month. I had this conversation very recently that my business would not still be open if I hadn't started this course. I wouldn't have been able to sustain any form of lifestyle on the money I was earning before. And I would have got so negative about my business not growing that I would have just had to have quit and gone back to an office job, which is not what people want to do. The mindset that it implants, once you get it, you just get it, which is difficult to explain to someone, but you just sort of, your mindset towards how business is ran and how you should separate yourself from the business. If your business isn't doing well, it's not because you're not liked or something like that. Just little things like that, I think, could just transfer into any business, like you said, a food truck or, you know, anything that's customer facing or customer selling, where you're selling a product, selling a service. You just value your own time so much more. And then you're not afraid to charge your worth for that time or that product or service. I would never have considered business training or any mindset training before. It was okay, I can groom dogs. I'll groom dogs. And that's where it stopped. Sometimes I've got to do social media. I've got to kind of do a website, but I groom dogs. I'm not a dog groomer now, I'm a business owner.